Hello and welcome. In this video lecture, we are going to deal with a detailed analysis of all the questions on law, politics, polity and constitution of India asked in UPSC Civil Services Examinations Prelims GS paper first since 1995 to up to 2019. So let's begin with the first question. The first question is, in terms of electoral analysis, the voter seat distortion is to be explained as a result of the adoption of, first option is hair system, second option is cumulative vote system, third option is first past the post system, and fourth option is plural vote system. This is cumulative vote system. Cumulative vote system. The answer to this question will be first past the post system. So the answer of the first question is first past the post system. Now we have to understand each of these terms. What is a hair system, what is cumulative vote system, what is first past the post system, and what is plural vote system. So let's first understand what is hair system. Hair system is also called delegate system. Or delegate voting system. This type of voting system is very popular in Western world as well as in US, because US presidential election is held on the basis of this hair system or delegate voting system. US presidential election. The second option is cumulative vote system. The cumulative vote system is also very popular in those countries where multiple post elections for the multiple posts are held simultaneously. So it is popular in those countries where elections of multiple posts together, elections to the multiple posts held together. The third system is first past the post system. This type of system, first past the post system, is also known as winner takes all system. So this is known as winner takes all system, and this is very popular in India because of its huge population and India being a largest democracy in the world. This first past the post system is a system of election is applicable in general elections, that is Lok Sabha elections in India, that is election to House of the People in India, and legislative assembly elections. That is elections to legislative assemblies or state legislative assemblies. So this first past the post system is also known as winner takes the all system, and it is applicable in India. It is a practice. It is incorporated in Indian general election, that is parliamentary elections, especially Lok Sabha election, and state legislative assemblies election. The fourth and the last option is that is plural vote system. Plural vote system is also known as preferential voting system. It is also known as single transferable vote. System. This type of voting system is very popular in India. Also, it is also well known in India because the election to President of India is based on plural vote system, that is preferential voting system, plural vote system based on the proportional representation. Because the value of electoral college of the president, electoral college, we will deal with electoral college of the president in the next subsequent questions. But here you have to understand that the method of election of President of India is based on plural vote system. Is called plural vote system based on the proportional representation by the means of single transferable vote. By the means of plural vote system, or also called single transferable vote system. Let me take a new slide. So we are talking that the plural vote system is called, plural vote system is also called single transferable voting system, also called, it is also called preferential voting system, and in India this method of election is applied in the presidential election. In this system of plural voting system, the elected person always returns by an absolute majority. So the President of India is elected by absolute majority, because the method of presidential election is preferential voting system based on proportional representation. Preferential voting system based on proportional representation. Because the value of votes in the electoral college of president, is calculated based on proportional representation. We will deal with who are the persons included in the electoral college of president. We will deal with it in the next subsequent election, so don't worry. Here you have to just only remember that the President of India is elected by preferential voting system. This preferential voting system is based on proportional representation, because the value of votes of the electoral college of president is calculated on the basis of proportional representation. So this was the first question. Now let's come to the second question is, which of the following which one of the following is correct in respect of commencement of election process in India? So let's see the option. The first option is the recommendation for the election is made by the government. The first option says the recommendation for the election is made by the government and the notification for election is issued by the Election Commission of India. The second option says the recommendation for election is made by the Election Commission of India, while the notification is issued by the Home Ministry at the central level and the Home Department at the state level. Third option says the recommendation for election is made by the Election Commission of India and the notification is issued by the President at the central level, while the Governor at the state level. And D option says both the exercises, that is the making recommendation and issuing notification for election are done by the Election Commission of India. The correct answer of this question is option A, that is the recommendation is for the election is made by the government while the notification is issued by the Election Commission of India. Let's understand about this thing in great detail. In India there are two types of election. First, parliamentary election. First is parliamentary elections. Parliamentary elections. In parliamentary election we have Lok Sabha election, also called general election. Election to Lok Sabha, that is general election, and election to Rajya Sabha, that is, this is direct, as the people directly vote in the elections of Lok Sabha and they elect their MPs to the Lok Sabha, member of parliament to the Lok Sabha. So it is direct. And Rajya Sabha election is indirect election, because in this the people don't vote. It is the representatives of the people, that is MLAs and MPs, they vote. So indirect. So the election to Rajya Sabha is indirect. We will deal with this in greater detail. The second type of election, so this is the first type of election, that is parliamentary election. Second type of election is state legislative election. State legislative elections. In this we have election to legislative assembly of state, election to legislative assembly of the state or of all the states concerned. So these are the election. The third election is election to the office of President of India and the Vice President of India. So broadly we have three major elections. So in the first election, that is the Lok Sabha election, here we are talking about only direct election. So in the first election, that is the Lok Sabha election, it is also called general election, and in this election is held every 5 years. If there is no untoward or otherwise case, so it is held every 5 years. Whenever the term of the Lok Sabha gets completed, it is the government, that is Council of Government, and here government means Council of Ministers headed by Prime Minister, but we don't say Council of Ministers headed by Prime Minister. It is the Prime Minister himself or solely or alone who will advise